Not long ago, I walked away from a six-figure electrical engineering job to sell on Amazon, and in the first few months I lost over £15,000. I was staring down the barrel of a financial disaster that almost had me begging for my old 9 to 5 back. I figured if I was smart enough to wire complex panels, I could crush it on Amazon with zero help. I was wrong, dead wrong. But that failure forced me to get serious. By finding and fixing 5 critical mistakes, the same mistakes almost every new seller makes, I turned everything around. I went from near ruin to earning my old yearly salary in a single month. So in this video, I'm sharing those 5 hard-earned lessons. This isn't the generic advice you see everywhere. These are hard-earned lessons that cost me thousands. My goal is to help you skip the pain and get the fast track to actually building a profitable business. Section 1, falling in love with the product, not the data. The first mistake, and the one that cost me right out of the gate, was picking a product based on my gut. As an engineer, I love clever, well-designed gadgets. I found this multifunctional kitchen tool I thought was brilliant. My first thought, this is amazing. Everyone's going to want it. I didn't just like it, I fell in love with it. So I took a shortcut on the hard part. I glanced at the numbers, but my excitement made the final call. I ordered 1,000 units. The results, total crickets. The product was too complex. The demand I imagined wasn't real, and I'd entered a super competitive market that I hadn't even bothered to analyse. I was stuck with thousands of pounds in dead inventory that I eventually had to sell for a massive loss. Choosing a product you like instead of the data that supports it. It's the fastest way to fail on Amazon. Success starts with unemotional, data-driven research. The solution? You have to think like a detective. Your job is to find out what's actually already selling and see if you can carve out a space for yourself. Use tools like Helium to see the real numbers. Look for products with steady, consistent demand, not just one-off seasonal spikes. Then audit your competitors. A common piece of advice is to always be wary of the top 10 sellers average over 1,000 reviews. That's not a hard rule, but it is one of the major red flags that in that niche is heavily saturated. You're looking for an opening. Find a product where you can make a clear, simple improvement. Maybe it's better materials, a smarter bundle, or just fixing a common complaint you keep seeing in their reviews. Your opinion doesn't pay the bills, the market data does. Section 2, the silent profit killer, underestimating fees. My next blunder was thinking profit was just sale price minus the product cost. So when my first sales trickled in, I was thrilled. But then I looked at my bank account and my heart just sank. Where did all the money go? I had totally underestimated Amazon's fees. Most new sellers do. First, there's a referral fee, which is a percentage taken right off the top. It varies by category, but often lands in between the 8 to 15% range. Then you have the FBA fulfillment fees for picking, packing and shipping. And don't forget the monthly storage fees, which can get more expensive during the fourth quarter. That product I thought had 40% margin. It was actually making about 9%. That's not a business, that's a high-stress hobby. The solution, before you spend a single dollar on inventory, you have to calculate your true profit margin. Use Amazon's own FBA revenue calculator. It's your first line of defense. Find a similar product on Amazon, grab its ASIN, the unique ID on the products page, and plug it into the calculator, or using Helium 10's Chrome extension, as this also has the option, and I find this more accurate than using Amazon's version. Put in your target sale and your estimated costs, including shipping to the warehouse. The tool will break down all the fees and show you your real net profit and margin. Many sellers aim for a profit margin in the 25 to 35% range, but what's good can vary. If your margin is sinking below the 15%, the business could be on a shaky ground, especially once you add advertising costs in. Don't move forward until the number makes sense on paper. Section 3, ignoring your account health. When you're juggling product research and trying to make sales, it's easy to ignore the boring stuff in the back end. of Seller Central. I sure did. I saw a few warnings about my late shipping rate, such as not adding tracking numbers or making boxes too overweight or not labelling them correctly on some early orders I fulfilled myself. And I just thought, I'm busy, it's probably not a big deal. This is a massive mistake. Your account health is the foundation of your entire business. Amazon is obsessed with its customers, and it uses metrics like order defect rate and late shipment rate to decide if you're a seller they can trust. Let those metrics slide and you can lose the buy box, which is where the vast majority of sales happen. Even worse, if you rack up too many policy violations, Amazon won't think twice about suspending your account. All your hard work, your inventory, and your income can be frozen overnight. The solution: you have to treat Amazon like a business partner you need to keep happy. This means you need to log into your Seller Central and check your account health dashboard every single week. No exceptions. You want to keep your order defect rate below 1% and your late shipping rate under 4%. If you're using Amazon FBA, Amazon handles the shipping, which takes a huge weight off your shoulders and makes it much easier to keep these metrics green. Stay on top of Amazon's policies because they do change. Your account health is your license to operate on their platform. Don't ever take it for granted. Alright, we're deep into the details now, and I know it can feel like a lot. To help you keep all these numbers straight, I have created a simple one-page checklist that covers the critical metrics for product research, profitability, and account health. It's totally free and you can grab it at our website. I'll leave a link below, or you can visit myfreedompass.com. Honestly, it's a cheat sheet I wish I'd had when I started. Section 4, terrible inventory management. After my first product disaster, I found a new one that actually had legs. It started selling and I got that rush of excitement. So what did I do? I took a huge chunk of my cash and placed a massive reorder. I thought, I'll save on shipping this way and I won't have to stress about running out. Big mistake. It created a cash flow nightmare. All my money was tied up in boxes sitting in a warehouse. And because some of it wasn't selling as quickly as I'd guessed, I got slapped with a long-term storage fees, which are ridiculously expensive. On the flip side, running out of stock is just as bad. It kills your sales momentum, your product's ranking plummets, and your competitors will be more than happy to scoop up your customers. Poor inventory management is a balancing act that most beginners fail at. The solution: start with a small test order. Don't go all in with 1,000 units. Order 200, maybe 300. Prove the concept and validate that people actually want to buy it. Once it's selling, you need to forecast. Look at your 30 days sales to predict future demands. You also have to know your supplier's lead time. How many weeks does it take the day you pay until your product is checked in at Amazon's warehouse? Your reorder point should be based on this data, ensuring your new shipment arrives just before the old ones sell out. It's a system: track sales, know your lead times, and reorder with logic, not emotion. Section 5, the I can do it all myself ego. This was the biggest mistake, the one that made all the others possible. As an engineer, I was trying to solve every problem myself. I looked at the Amazon world and thought I could outsmart the system. I saw people selling courses and mentorships and thought, why would I pay for that? I can find all this stuff for free online. And you know what? You can, thanks to many other YouTubers, and now including myself and the team here at Freedom Pass. But the free information is scattered, disorganised, and often dangerously out of date. I spent 6 months trying to piece all this together myself, and it cost me £15,000 in stupid mistakes. The right course or mentor doesn't give you information, it gives you a proven roadmap. It collapses your timeline and helps you sidestep the exact pitfalls I'm describing. My business didn't truly turn around until I finally invested in a mentor who showed me the system from product research to launching and scaling. That inventory paid for itself in less than a month. The solution: you have to shift your mindset from that's an expense to that is an investment. Specifically, it's an investment in avoiding catastrophic, expensive errors. Find someone who has actually achieved the results you want and has a proven track record of helping others to get there too. Whether it's a course, a mentor, or a community, getting guidance from an expert who has already walked through the minefield is the ultimate shortcut. Just a heads up as well, everyone, if you're enjoying this content, please like this video so we can inform as many like-minded people like ourselves and actually help the right people. It also really helps the channel and encourages me to create more videos. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply to you as soon as possible. And thanks for those who do like and subscribe to this channel. It's the difference between treating Amazon like a lottery ticket and treating it like a real scalable business it can be. So there you have it. Falling for a product instead of the data, ignoring the fees can eat your profit, neglecting your account, mismanaging inventory and letting ego get in the way of a real education. Looking back after losing nearly everything, I realised I had to stop trying to reinvent the wheel. I built systems, I learned to research like a detective. I made a spreadsheet to track every last fee. I made a weekly date with my account health dashboard by setting reminders with Siri or making alarms on my phone. And I finally learned to manage my inventory like a real boss. That's when everything changed. That's when I went from the brink of failure to having a single month that brought in more than my entire old engineering salary. It is absolutely possible, but you have to sidestep these critical, wealth-destroying mistakes. If you're serious about building a real business on Amazon and you want to follow the exact system I use to turn it all around, I've put together a training course that walks you through the entire process. It goes way deeper than this video and shows you how to find a product, calculate your true profit and launch it right to the top of page 1. You can sign up for it using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Don't let these mistakes derail your dream. Avoid them and you'll be miles ahead of almost everyone else. Now go build your empire.